Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today I'm going to be doing a video on my top 10 DC Funko Pops from 2019. So for this list, the Pops do not need to be in my collection. I can choose from any variety of them as long as they're, of course, from the year 2019. So some of these Pops I do not own yet, but I have taken the time to, of course, look at them. I've seen videos on them as well, so I have kind of seen them in real life, just not physically been able to hold them, but I feel like I've compiled a pretty good list here. Of course, you gotta remember this is all my personal opinion here, so any of these Pops you might not think they deserve to be on your top 10 list, but just for me personally, they're on mine. But be sure to let me know in the comment section down below what your top 10 list is for your DC Pops of 2019. I'm really curious to hear what other opinions people have, and be sure at the end of the video to comment on some of my top 10 list here as well. I'm always curious to hear what Pops you think I should have included in the list, or which ones you think should have been omitted from the list, so just let me know in the comment section down below. And if you all go on to enjoy this video, be sure to leave it a like, I really appreciate it, and also subscribe if you want to see more videos from the channel. But let's get straight into it here with some honorable mentions. Alright, so I have two honorable mentions here, and for both of these Pops, I feel like they both could have gone at the number 10 spot, so keep that in mind when I reveal that number 10 spot, that these ones could be interchanged with that Pop. But for the first honorable mention here, we have the Batman 80th Anniversary Pop here. I think this one looks really great here. It's Michael Keaton's Batman, and I think he looks fantastic. It's a very simple Batman design, and I really like that. It's just very classic here. I like him holding the Batarang, and this is one that I do own in my collection, so I can comment on like the paint job and stuff like that, and I feel like it was very well done here. I don't own a lot of Batman Pops in my collection. I think I actually only own 3, so I don't have a ton of experience with owning them, but for the ones that I do, this is one of my favorites. I think that it's very well done, a great paint job, a great choice of colors here, and pretty accurate to the film design as well, so I do like that. And now my second honorable mention here is the Batman and Commissioner Gordon Batman Begins movie moment here. Now this movie moment is really fantastic because it has a light up function for the bat signal there, which I think is just a fantastic decision on Funko's part. I really love it when they add those extra functions into their Funko Pops. I think that it really adds a lot to them. It makes them even more dynamic than they already are, and I think this just captures a really great moment here with Batman and Commissioner Gordon there meeting on a rooftop. I really love that. Commissioner Gordon's holding a Joker card there as well, and Batman just looks so great. Christian Bale's suit there, I really love the design of it there in the Funko form, and I just think that it was really well done overall. I also really love the boxes on these. I'm not going to comment on that on any of the other Pops, but for this one I'll make sure to mention it here. I think that it looks really fantastic. I love the bright like kind of like gold color there with the black. I think it just looks really great and really captures that 80th anniversary vibe here. So a fantastic movie moment here. But now that we're through my honorable mentions, let's move on to number 10. Alright, so at number 10 here, we have the Batman Beyond Metallic exclusive here. Now, this one is exclusive to the Batman Beyond Blu-ray Collector's Edition. Now, that Collector's Edition is not exclusive to one store, but you can only get this Pop in that set. So, I think that's kind of a cool sort of pack in there, and I think this Pop just looks amazing. I'm a big fan of Batman Beyond. I think that the design is so great. Terry McGinnis is a really fantastic character as well in the series, so I kind of have that bias as well. But I think the chrome on this one looks really great, or the metallic. I suppose it's more of a chrome, I think, but I think that it just looks really great. I really love the design here. That pop of red just in the middle of his chest looks really great as well. I like how they gave him a mouth also. It kind of captures more emotion there, because a lot of the Batman Pops don't have a mouth, but for the ones that do, I definitely think it adds a lot to them, so I really do like that. He has a very determined look here as well, so just a very well done Pop here. But now let's move on to number 9. Okay, and number 9 here we have Joker from Death of the Family, and this one is a really creepy design. It's definitely a really horrifying look for Joker here. I love the different eye colors there, with one of his eyes being yellow and then the other a green, and then he's wearing a really cool, like almost like janitor's outfit, I feel like, or a worker's outfit that says Joe there, and then he has a hammer with blood on it. There's a lot of detail in this pop. I love the hair as well. It looks like kind of messy, like he's just committed a murder, which of course we can kind of see from the hammer there, and just with his face there stapled back on his skin. Oh, it's just so creepy. I really love the design of this one. It really just captures the super like psychotic side of Joker, because Joker can kind of be calm and like collected, and then sometimes he can just be extremely horrific and just super violent. So I really like that side to him. It definitely just really shows him unleashing it here. Even at the top of the pop, we can see some of his skin there, or like what's beneath his skin, and oh, it's just so creepy. A really great design here. This one's also a Hot Topic exclusive, I feel like I should mention, and I don't have this one in my collection, but I would definitely love to get it. But now let's move on to number 8. Alright, at number 8 here we have a pop that is in my collection, and it is Harley Quinn as Robin. Now this one was an LA Comic-Con exclusive, but it was also shared with Hot Topic, and I feel like this is a really fantastic design here for Harley Quinn. I really love the eyes as well. I think that they were really well done. I love the mask there going around on like her face there. I think that's really cool, and the outfit looks great as well. I always really love the designs of Harley Quinn because she has the alternating color scheme there with the red and the black on her suit there. She has a cape as well, which is really cool, of course, something that is synonymous with most superheroes. And then I like her ponytails also, with the hints of red and blue on each side of them, and those are kind of interchanged with the color of her mask as well. I really love that, and it's just overall a really well done pop here. Definitely a great design for Harley here. But now let's move on to number 7. Okay, at number 7 here we have Owlman, and this one is a Hot Topic exclusive, and I feel like this one's a less popular choice here because I've been to a few Hot Topics recently, and I feel like none of them have had the Owlman pop at like full price. They're all on sale in the clearance section for like $5 to like $3, and I feel like that's very odd. I thought that this one would be a more popular pop, but it does not seem to have gone down that way. But for me personally, I feel like this one has a really great design here, a really unique sculpt as well. I think that it's very well done. I have seen this character in one of the animated DC films, and I thought that he had a really great role in it, so I kind of have that bias there as well. But I think that personally this one is just very well done. It has some nice like metallic paint on some of the silver parts of his outfit. I like the blue eyes as well. That looks very great, and I like how they made it a different blue from his suit as well, so it kind of adds more of a variety there, and it's just a super well done design here. But now let's move on to number 6. Alright, at number 6 here we have the Red Rain Batman, and this one is from the 80th anniversary. Now this one is not exclusive to any store, but it is definitely a worthy design here. I think the design of this vampire Batman looks so creepy and cool. I love the blood around his mouth, and that's another great point here. As I mentioned with the Batman Beyond pop, not a lot of Batman pops include a mouth, but this one definitely needed it here, and it really paid off. I love this mouth here. The vampire teeth look really creepy there, and very like violent as well. Like you should be really afraid of this guy. And I love the sort of like classic Batman outfit below there on the torso, but with that really cool like Dracula-esque cape there. I think that's really nice. I love how long it is. And then you also just have an awesome head mold there. I love the taller like ears there on the Batman cowl. I think they look great. The skin as well, and those red piercing eyes just look so terrifying. This is a really almost horror-esque Batman here, and I think it just really works very well. But now let's move on to number 5. Okay, at number 5 here we have a Hot Topic exclusive DC pop, and it is Red Wing Robin. Now this one is a really fantastic design here. It is the only, I guess, original Robin pop that I have in my collection, because I do have the Harley Quinn as Robin, of course, but this is like actual Robin here, and I think that he looks really great. I love the design here. Let me know if you know what Robin this is. My guess would be maybe Tim Drake. I'm not too sure, to be honest, but let me know in the comments section down below if you know. I know I could just Google it, but you guys can let me know as well, and maybe that can spark a conversation about Robin as well in the comments section. But I think he looks really great here with that staff there as well, a really nice weapon there. And this one has a really great paint job as well, some really awesome colors there on the torso and legs, and the mask looks really great as well. An amazing hair sculpt on this guy also, I think it looks really great, and just overall a fantastic design here. So now let's move on to number 4. Alright, at number 4 here we have the Red Death Batman. Now this one I'm fairly sure is a PX Previews exclusive, and it is a fantastic design. Definitely one of the best Batman pops I've seen from Funko this year. It is really amazing. I could definitely see a lot of people putting this one at their number 1 spot, but for me, I feel like it's of course an amazing design, and that's why it made it to the top 4 here. But I just think that it's not exactly a character that I'm super familiar with, but I do really love the design here. That metallic paint job looks really great. I love the lightning going around on him. This one I don't own in my collection yet, but I definitely would love to pick it up eventually. It is an amazing design. I love the broken like bat signal there with almost like a lightning bolt going through the middle there. I think that's really fantastic. The lightning around him, the paint job here, just everything about this one. I like how he's in a dynamic running pose as well. So just an amazing design here, a really well done character here. And now let's move on to number 3. At number 3 here, I have Harley Quinn in her PX Previews exclusive outfit. I think that this one has one of the best hair sculpts from this year. I feel like it was so well done. I really love the sculpting on this one. I love how it's coming over one side of her face, and then a part of it's like coming out a little bit with the 2 pigtails in the back, or the ponytails. It just looks fantastic. The paint on it as well, with that red and the blue at the ends of it, looks really great. They've been doing that a lot with some of the Harley Quinns, and I think it looks really great. She has a little earring on her left side as well that we can see, and then just the boombox as well is really awesome. It adds a more dynamic pose to her, so she's not as much in a static pose here. It's kind of more of a punk rock Harley here, and I think that the design of her outfit looks really great as well. It's a really nicely detailed outfit as well. I really do like that, with the interchanging colors there, of course, with the red and black, which of course I'm a little bit biased to as well, because red and black are 2 of my favorite colors. So combined there, it definitely really wins me over here. I love the eyeshadow around her eyes. That looks really amazing. Just such a well done Funko Pop here. I really do love this one. I do own it in my collection. I picked it up at EB Games because you can get the PX Previews ones at that store, and I think this one is definitely worth the purchase, especially if you're a Harley Quinn fan. But now let's move on to number 2. Alright, at number 2 here we have Batman Merciless, which is a Hot Topic exclusive that I actually recently picked up, and it looks amazing. This character has a really awesome backstory as well from what I read, and if I get any of the information incorrect, be sure to correct me in the comments section down below. But from what I read, it sounds like this is a version of Batman who got his abilities from Ares, who gave him like armor, that gave him the power of the gods basically, and I love the little Wonder Woman symbol on his chest as well. It kind of hints towards that as well, and I think it's just an amazing design here. I really love the metallic blue paint, and in the storyline as well, because he has the red eyes here, he kind of comes off as more of a villain, and he kind of it sounds like he turns into that, because in the storyline it sounds like he kind of has a relationship with Wonder Woman, but then he winds up getting corrupted by this armor and then winds up killing her, which is like very violent, but I really love that sort of darker side to Batman, of course. And I love the sword as well with all of the markings there in it. I think that looks really great, adding even more detail to an already really detailed pop here, and I just think it looks fantastic. The skull on his belt buckle looks really great. The mouth there looks really nice. I love the armor of this one. It really looks like Batman as like a blue knight here. He just looks amazing. I really love the design of this one, and I could go on and on about it, but I'll stop here. You know that I really enjoy this one, and let me know your thoughts on it as well. But now let's move on to number 1. Alright, at number 1 here we have Holiday Harley Quinn. Now this one is a Hot Topic exclusive as well, and this one is fantastic. I know I will probably be the only person who puts this one, maybe even on their top 10 list in general, and I want to let you guys know as well, for this top 10 list, I know I put it in order from like number 10 to number 1, but a lot of these pops could definitely have interchanging spots here. Like sometimes I feel like the Batman Merciless may be my number 1, is sometimes even the Red Death Batman as well, so this list tends to move around quite a bit, but just know that this is like my top 10, not in any particular order all the time, but for this video it just felt better to format it in that way. But I feel like this one at the moment is definitely my number 1. Of course, I'm also in that holiday spirit here, so I feel like I may be biased a little bit, but I really love her wrapped up mallet there in the Christmas wrapping. I think it looks really great with the bomb as well, with like a star on the top of it. I think that's really great. I love the 2 like Santa hats on her head there, or the one hat with like the 2 like Santa things coming off the top. I think it looks really great. The red and black color scheme, of course, once again looks really awesome. I love the eyeshadow there as well in the red and black. That's really great, with the colors sort of interchanging on each side. I think it just looks really well done. I love the sort of like face paint that she has on as well, or I suppose the acid that turns her skin all white like that. I think that looks really cool. It makes it look more like a comic book version or a classic version of Harley, so I really like that as well. Just a fantastic design here. The hair coming out of the front looks amazing, so overall a really well done design here. And now let's move on to my final thoughts for this list. Alright, so in conclusion here, I feel like Funko had a really fantastic year for DC Pops. I think that they did a really great job with some of these. It's definitely been a year of a lot of Batman Pops, of course, with his 80th anniversary, and then of course a lot of Harley Quinn Pops as well, which was really nice. Of course, she's a Batman character as well from that series, so it kind of makes sense to release a lot of her. And then we got the Owlman as well, and the Robin. I think it's just been amazing. Some really great pops here. Now I want to throw it over to you guys. Be sure to let me know your top 10 DC pops of this year in the comment section down below, and let me know any of your critiques on my list as well. Of course, you have to remember that this is just my personal opinion here, so I may have some bias in some of these choices as well, but let me know as well if there's any pops that you think are missing from this list, or any that you think I might have forgotten and should have considered for it as well, and I'll be sure to try to respond to all of those comments down below as well. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like and also subscribe to the channel. If you want to see any of my other videos, I am doing top 10 lists for some other series in Funko, so if you want to see any of those, be sure to stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. I will see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.